The Bryce Jordan Center in University Park, Pennsylvania. Wrestling lives here. The top dual meet at 125 pounds. The starting lineups, as always, brought to you by Defense Soap. Defend what you...
Ferrari national champion against the freshman Cole Minnesota.
Lightning Luke Lilledahl, the true sophomore, the Big Ten champion last March. At 125 pounds, he beat Cornhusker Caleb Smith to stand atop the podium and winning that Big Ten crown. He's undefeated, 13-0, ranked #1 in the nation. And for the Cornhuskers, the redshirt sophomore from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Alan Kaler. I say it every broadcast, Jim, don't blink, it's Lightning Luke.
He is quick.
9 bonus point victories.
Just as you say that, he jumps right back in on a single leg there, shelves it really well.
It's just red and green, baby.
Jim, last week, wins over Indiana and Maryland, Penn State, 94 takedowns. They gave up 5. 94 takedowns in 2 dual meets. That is off the charts.
There's just another one right there with Lilledahl. He does such a great job of, slowing down his finish. I mean, Kaler's been in that shin wizard position a lot of his career here, it seems like. At least a lot of the last month.
Stay in bounds, Red, you're down. Every single time.
The only ranked wrestler not in the meet. And when you got a guy like that, you're going to send him out there.
I want a good clean start. Stay set.
In a tough environment, trying to get you started. Just looking for those little things that you can go ahead and build on here, help him out in his career.
Lilledahl from St. Charles, Missouri. There's an escape 3-1 match. In dual meets, Lilledahl now with 39 takedowns. He's only allowed 1. High attack rate, really crisp with his attacks and finishes.
Nice job of the snap down there by Kaler.
Work center!
Like watching, we get an opportunity to see the opposing team go out there and warm up and hit the mat. And this guy,
what's up?
He was out there firing away in his hand fighting out there, taking shots. His warm up was good. I remember watching Caleb Smith a couple of years ago in this environment here. He came out and warmed up for about 2 hours, and that guy was ready to go. So
Kaler's a 3-time Minnesota State champ, 6-time Fargo All-American. Lilledahl in deep on another attack, looking for a second takedown. He comes to Cornhusker down to the Resolites, and Lilledahl quickly, midway through the first, up 6-1.
Riding time's moving right.
Beautiful finish there, Shane, as he backed him down to his rear end on that time. He's just been able to go and step up and then pivot back.
Hips!
And you can just tell the way that Kaler hit the mat there is a beautiful finish. Working hard in the top position.
Riding time over 30 seconds for Lilledahl. Goes with a claw ride. Kaler works to his feet.
Still green.
Lilledahl on the edge. Anticipates the roll from Kaler. Remains in the top position on the edge. Now inside of a minute remaining in this first period. 23rd meeting between these two teams. Penn State 13-8 record, 1 tie. The Nittany Lions have won 9 straight against Nebraska. There's that ankle pick. How pretty was that, Jim?
Collar to the ankle pick, and then switched off and got to his outside arm all the way over to the far ankle. And beautiful finish.
Thank you.
3rd takedown of the period as he slides a half Nelson in and takes riding time over a minute. There's a crossface.
I'm not worried about it.
Lilledahl, 6 tech falls and a pair of major decisions. Does have 1 pin on the season. A true sophomore. 2024 Junior Hodge Trophy winner, the first ever Missouri native to win that award. And a big time first period on his feet. Lilledahl, great work on his feet.
Yeah, sometimes you can tell how good a finish is by the watch how the opponent lands on the mat. Boom, all right? Just like that, just took him right to his back from that single leg. And this was beautiful. Watch the left hand, switches off and gets to the far ankle. So not only did he pick with the left hand, all right, but he on the turn right there, got to the far ankle with it. Good activity.
Kaler goes underneath in this second period. Little AC/DC playing in the background here inside the Bryce Jordan Center. And they do such an amazing job presenting the sport in this environment.
Yeah. As we earn the beautiful counter shot there again by Lilledahl.
Touchdown, Green.
There's the takedown there as he limps the arm out. Good forward trip. Wow. These finishes, Shane, are physical.
He is just so fun to watch.
Yeah, Red.
These guys get on their offense.
Watch the body in red right there. Boom, these are hard landings.
Eating a little bit of Resolite.
Cover legal.
12-3. Lilledahl went to Christian Brothers College High School and then went to Wyoming Seminary. Captured a pair of prep national championships. Well documented. He is a U17, U20, and U23 world champ.
Bow and arrow being set up here right there.
Punishing in the top position.
Trying to get elbow deep on that ankle right there. Now he's got it pretty tight, and he's going to go ahead and try to step across. Wow. Look at that move.
Jim, I think I just broke my back. As Mike Tyson would say, it's spinal.
Yeah, but Kaler, look at him here. In the very least, get an escape out of this.
Still Green.
Take shot.
Still Green.
42nd second period.
Still Green. Still Green.
A roll through there by Lilledahl, not conceding anything.
Still Green.
The attitude is this: I'll let you go on my time.
1, 2. Out, Red's down.
Short time in the second period. You remember that quote, right? Mike Tyson, I think I broke my back. It's spinal. One of the all-time great quotes from Iron Mike. And this Penn State team, Jim, punishing people like Mike Tyson used to do in his prime.
Everybody has a plan until somebody hits you in the mouth.
Absolutely. Lilledahl chasing hips. Anticipates the roll, and with riding time over 3 minutes and a 14-3 lead, Lilledahl will finish the period on top in command to the third. Head coach Cale Sanderson, the chemist,
11-point match.
17th season,
Neutral.
.931 winning percentage.
Here we go. Set.
Is that his new moniker now, the chemist?
I just came up with that because what they are formulating in the lab is pretty impressive.
The elements he starts with are pretty good, and he makes very good-looking molecules.
Yes, he does. Great coaching staff. Lilledahl looking for his 7th tech fall of the season. And with that takedown, he creeps a little bit closer, 17-3.
There you go.
Still Green, guys. Neutral.
20-3 tech fall. A 20 spot hung up by Lilledahl, who's now 14-0, picks up his 10th bonus point victory, and it is 5 on the board for the Nittany Lions. .133 pounds. True freshman Marcus Blaze undefeated. And All-American Jacob Van D ranked 10th in the nation. 12-3 record for Van D. Back in his home state, he's from Union City, PA. Wrestled at Erie Cathedral Prep, where he was a 3-time placer and won a title as a junior. Marcus Blaze, a 4-time Ohio State champion at Perrysburg, 196-2 in high school. 14 bonus point victories.
Yeah, and a lot of those bonus point victories has been because he kind of figures it out, and then in the first period, and then maybe gets a takedown or something like that, but really adds on the points once he gets a feel for what you're trying to accomplish out there. Really fun to watch. And of course, Jacob Van Dee, All-American last year. Young man's from Erie, Pennsylvania. Good to be home. Coach Mike Hassey there at the Erie Cathedral. Yeah, and then same high school as Carter Strachey.
Coming off a pair of losses last weekend, fell to Drake Ayala 12-6. Van Dee got the first takedown, but Ayala stormed back and got the W. And then on Sunday against Ben Davino for Ohio State, the Buckeye beat Van Dee 7-2.
What fascinates me about watching Marcus Blaze is that he just does not come out of that stance. He measures it with his hands, with long arms out there, wide shoulders. Just used to wrestling low.
A three-time world medalist. Won a U17 world title in 2023, a U20 world title in 2025, and was a U20 world bronze in 2024. And in that tournament, fell to now teammate Masanosuke Ono of Japan. Went on to win the senior world title in 2024, now at Penn State.
Yeah, you can see, Blaze does a wonderful job of down blocking with those hands. He's got his free hand hitting the mat right there. Left hand, that's kind of a gauge for his stance. And Van Dee is pretty good at hitting a little space shot right there, not from distance, but always, you can't get a guy out of that stance, you don't see it.
Good snap.
Front headlock here for Marcus Blaze with just over a minute remaining in this first period.
Good job of getting to the corner for a little bit. Nice job by Van Dee to get out of that position.
Van Dee is a 17 seed last March in Philly.
I got you.
Beat Tyler Knox of Stanford for 7.
Right there, you can see where Van Dee's come out of his stance a little bit. He had his head over the top. And a lot of his, with Blaze's opposition, with his discipline, with his stance, kind of find themselves in that position where, his head is lower. He's in a better position to be able to shoot.
Blaze with a bicep and a wrist.
Right there, yeah, wow.
Fireman's carry for 3.
Van Dee tried to shoot with his hand tied up right there, and just came through. I mean, we talk about control ties all the time. Just perfect example of just basically wading into the guy with the control tie with a desperation to get out of it. That's when the shot shows up.
A takedown and a ride out. Blaze a 3-0 lead.
Look at the control tie here on the replay. Right there. It ties up the wrist and has the elbow. Right, just comes right back to it. Wow. I'm going to say wow a lot today, Shane. Get ready.
In dual meets, Blaze this season, now with 43 takedowns, he surrendered 1. Heading into this dual meet, Jim, Penn State.
Hey, I've told you about 4 times.
These starters tonight, 330 takedowns scored. They've allowed 20. I'll tell you this, Jim, I failed algebra, but I'm pretty good at division. That is a 16.5 to 1 ratio. You can win matches with that kind of attack and finish rate.
Yeah, I think you could coach those guys.
Yeah, algebra was not my strong suit. Never could figure it out. 330 to 20, as I mentioned.
But you look good in a suit.
I got that going for me, which is nice. But it's got to be State and Liberty. Levels to everything. 1:20 remaining in the second period. 3-1 score. Half shot there by Van Dee.
Look at the discipline of that stance one more time. You see, just Van Dee is not alone. There's a lot of guys that are going to experience the same thing. They could be able to go ahead and go low with Blaze and then be able to look, keep your ankles clean and all that is going to be tough with him. And he runs to a corner as well as anybody in the country as well. When he gets your head down in these positions, he's going to run to the corner, pulling you down.
Front headlock. Van Dee gets back to his feet.
I'm thinking red.
Van Dee was 8th at the Big Tens last season. 133, of course, in the Big Ten is a loaded weight class. One of the best weight classes in the Big Ten and in the entire country. Inside of 30 seconds in the second period.
I told you stay out of the face, okay? It's illegal. It's one.
Green for an illegal hold right there. It looked like, I don't know if he had fingers held or something like that. That could have been the case, but one additional point here for Marcus Blaze.
Final seconds in the second period.
There you go.
Exciting times for Penn State football. Matt Campbell, recently named the new head football coach, of course came over from Iowa State, had great success.
I'll be honest with you, that's a super hire here for this institution. And I know Coach Campbell here. I was a season ticket holder at Iowa State, my alma mater.
Improve.
Watched a lot of his successes at a place where you haven't had a lot of history of success, even though we had great coaches there. So it's coming to this institution. I really look forward to watching him and his progress.
Blaze with an escape extends his lead to 5-1, and we'll talk with Coach Campbell at the intermission. Marcus Blaze's only decision this season
Keep clearing his thumb blocks.
was inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. He beat Drake Ayala 4-2. 133, of course, the reigning national champion.
Keep it
in
legal.
Lucas
Keep it
Bird,
legal.
Ben Davino for Ohio State. Looking forward to that matchup in a couple of weeks right here inside the Bryce Jordan Center with Blaze and Davino.
1 minute.
We'd love to hear from you. Tweet us, hashtag Friday Night Wrestling. As always, want to see what you're eating. What's the setup? What are the dogs doing? What are the cats doing? Triple header once again here on the Big Ten Network. We saw Ohio State and Wisconsin, Illinois and Indiana to follow. 35 to go in this third period. Riding time and on factor, so a takedown would not be enough for Marcus Blaze to get a major decision. Saw tech fall from Luke Lilledahl at 125.
There's just going to be a lot of matches like that. They're running for the corner right there is Marcus Blaze. But there are going to be a lot of matches like this at this weight class where guys try to hold the lead. That one takedown shot. There's back in on another finish. Shin Wizard.
Final score of 5-1. Marcus Blaze, the true freshman, keeps on rolling. Now 16-0 on the season. Acknowledging the phenomenal wrestling program built by Cale Sanderson, a former Iowa State Cyclone. 141 pounds. There is three-time All-American Brock Hardy. And he'll wrestle Braden Davis.
Oh, Shane loves this music. He's banging his head right now up against the bench.
Braden Davis, I love the walkout music, and Braden Davis, Jim, wasting no time.
He's got a bottom leg cradle possibly set up right there. He's going to settle back and score the points.
8 seconds in, Braden Davis hits the three. This is a matchup of Big Ten champions. Braden Davis, 2 years ago as a true freshman, then down at 125 in the Big Ten title. A big man return from Braden and Davis. And this is a match, Jim, I was especially looking forward to. Braden Davis, 8-1, all bonus point victories.
Yeah, take a look at this. He just drops in. Collar tie, 2 collar ties, right, left, right back into a shot. Now, we've seen where Hardy's tried to go ahead and hit these roll-throughs and all that stuff against really good wrestlers. It hasn't worked really well for him. And he's really difficult to keep in control in that bottom position. He'll come up to his feet. Wouldn't be surprised if Davis... Oh, he takes him right back to one more time.
Brock Hardy winning a Big Ten title last March at Northwestern. He pinned Vance Vombar in that final. Picked up his 100th career victory against Nasir Bailey last Friday in Lincoln, and then fell to Jesse Mendez of Ohio State 14-3. That, of course, was a rematch of the national final won by the Buckeye. Inside of 2 minutes, Braden Davis, the quick start for Penn State here at 141.
Yeah, let's see if he goes right back after it one more time. Same shot. Hardy's so difficult to go ahead and score right there, but he's got really good position with his shoulder and the hamstring there. Now Hardy tried to hide that ankle slide it underneath. It worked for him for a little bit. Can Davis come up? He sits him back down. Can he cover the hips, though?
Looking for that second takedown. No points yet.
I'll tell you what, he's got it framed up there pretty well.
And there's the second takedown. A lightning quick start from Braden Davis. Riding time, Jim, just like that, at a minute.
Yeah, but they've all been exciting mat returns. Now the hand fighting going on right now. Braden Davis putting a lot of energy into this match. And don't you love this? Call the points. You know, in a Brock Hardy match, you just don't know how this is going to end, but you're going to see a lot of scrambles and a lot of effort to get points, really, by both guys.
Davis, an All-American a year ago at 133, was the 8th seed. He placed 5th after a 4th place finish at the Big Tens. True junior from Belleville, Michigan. Dundee High School, a 4-time state champ.
And what we've seen from Davis as a freshman, you know, did a really good job in riding and keeping control of his opponents there, and with good stalk, and really had good defense, had good head-hands defense and good position.
Original plan was for him to redshirt this season, but injuries to Aaron Nagao have called Braden Davis to duty here at this weight class.
Not hesitating in this front headlock position is Davis to go ahead and try to get his head on the mat. Nice job of circling off to the side. See, he didn't stay out in front of Hardy right there. He got the tie he wanted and basically scooted out to the outside. Good work here on this mat return here situation where he almost gets that bottom leg. I thought for a second there, but you saw that where Hardy was able to go ahead and tie up his wrist with just good cradle defense.
And that was his second takedown, 3 more on the board. A lot of energy inside this building. The pep band is here, the cheerleaders, they do such a great job. Fans really get behind this program, understandably so. Most dominant program in all of college athletics, Penn State Wrestling. Take a look at what's happening here for Davis. Normally he was able to go ahead and kind of sit out, and he kind of does the, flares his legs out, attaches his hamstrings basically to the match and the mat, and the guys kind of let go of that position. So here he is right now, hamstrings on the mat, and then he'll turn into it. An escape for Braden Davis, 7-2.
And he kind of did that. Now 36 seconds of riding time. I don't know if it'll be a factor. You know, you give up 2 takedowns with this 3-point takedown. You got to go out there and manufacture a takedown on your own, or this match just slips away from you.
Stall call on Hardy. Talked about it in the open. Penn State with 8 undefeated guys, 6 guys ranked number 1. Braden Davis and Cole Mirasola, both ranked 12th. But as you can see, both those guys capable of big things. Braden Davis already an impressive career, Big Ten champ. And he's up by 5 with 45 seconds in the second period. What can Hardy do to get back in this match, Jim?
That's just what he's doing right now, driving in and trying to bring his hips in after he gets to a shot. Gets the stall warning there, so that's one way.
Each guy with a stall call.
I really think, he's got to try to get a takedown here too early to be able to go ahead and shut it down. So there's a problem, I think, with one of the right hand fingers, I think.
Back to 2015 with Iowa and Oklahoma State inside of Kinnick. And here's a scramble inside of 30 seconds.
I think Davis won that scramble. There was a period of time there, I think, where he seems like he's fading just a little bit right here, but that was worth maybe taking another look at. I thought he scored, got all the way behind him and almost in the referee's position, but the action was away from the Penn State corner, so duck under attempt. Nice job there by Brock Hardy, and inside of 15 seconds,
That's going to put him right back into this match, 7-5. That was a huge score for Brock Hardy.
Yeah, unanswered points too as well. Now
Davis was super close to scoring here, as you said, Jim. For a split second, he looked like he was going to score.
Yeah, he got tucked around all the way back. Right, for a split second, I thought that knee was on the mat and might have been able to score, but no brick from the Penn State corner.
Jim, you've always described Brock Hardy as the old man at the Y. He's not going to back down easily.
Well, he was out here warming up with James Green early and hard, okay? And one of the things that we try to get going here the last part of the season is to get your warm-up down so you're ready to go out there and fire right away. And seems to be in a pretty good position to be able to find his way back into this match down 7-6.
Each guy's been hit with stalling. Riding time and on factor with 90 to go here in this third period.
Remember, Davis has been called for stalling.
Yep.
Sir.
Brock Hardy, three-time All-American, 6th in 2023, 3rd in 2024.
And we'll see if Davis
lost in that final last year. Here's a shot from Braden Davis.
Yeah, but he's shooting to hold on because now he's in a bad way here. Bottom leg scooped up. He's got the cradle. These will be points.
This is what Brock Hardy does. Brock Hardy gets the fall. Vintage Brock Hardy. Just like that, it is 8-6.
Yeah, I didn't see any.
This time this accelerates through the volley. Number 1.